So now we are going to start with the fifth module about selling our ideas to the world. In the first three parts of this module, we are going to link with the fourth module. That's why we are going to talk about elevator pitch, digital identity, and fundraising. We call this module shocking because we wanted to make an impact in the world, and there are many different ways to communicate with people and make this business or this product or this academic dream come true. But you need to know some techniques about communication. The first one is the elevator pitch. The elevator pitch is very well known in the United States. They make even a lot of competitions about it, and it's about how to communicate your ideas to the world in the time that an elevator trip lasts. And so you have to take care about many different things. You have to be creative, you have to be communicative, and you have to go right to the point to make the connections you want. And I think you could use this elevator pitch to connect even with investors, to find money to start up your business, or with normal people in the street. You never know who will be useful to develop your idea, to make connections, to make synergy, or find someone to collaborate, or find someone that knows someone that needs your product, your services, and everything. And the first idea is like this joke is very funny. Like I mean, this elevator pitch will be useful if your potential client works in a skyscraper. So please be short, right? And in less than 30 seconds, you have to deal with what it is, what you're selling, what problem resolves, and how, and why you are the one who can do it the best in the world. I will give you some keys in the additional materials to deepen further about this elevator pitch depending on what you are focusing on. But I want to insist in one important idea, that is selling. When we sell something, sometimes we feel guilty because we think that if we need some money back in reward, we don't feel okay. But if we are in the world with abundance and in a generous way, and we give to the world everything that we can do, and we do it in the best way, when we sell that product or that service, if you're a designer, if you're an engineer, if you're a hairdresser, whatever you do, and if you give the best, this is like you are giving something valuable, and there will be always someone ready to pay for it, because they need that value. So it's not that you have to pray for money and pray for someone to reward you, or to consider that this is valuable for something, but you have to be sure that what you are doing is useful for the world. So to sell something is to serve. And when you give this with a love, there is going to be a reward for you, because there's a balance in the universe. So remember, first of all, what is it? Very brief. What problem you are solving, because everything you are going to do is because someone needs something. And if you had the problem in the last days, and you found a solution for that, and you can transform that solution into business, you found something to do and something to make into the world. That's why we have been working during the whole course in that. Then there are other ways to communicate that can be related to this elevator pitch. For example, pecha kucha, as you know, is like to show in 20 images in 20 seconds, and to tell about something important. Normally it's related to designers, but it could be another thing, and maybe we will explain it to you later on in the additional material or in another video. And there's another format, it's longer, but you must know TED Talks, of course, because we have been giving you a lot of TED Talks to complement our videos, and for these courses with these things we are dealing with. And the TED Talks are around 15-20 something minutes, and it's spreading ideas to the world. And it started as a group of people who gather once a year someone to share their ideas, and this became something that is held in everywhere in the world, and is something very useful and joins technology, entertainment and design. Now we are going to deal with digital identity, and as you did in the first module, this exploration of the digital self-identity, of the digital identity of others, with this mind map that you can, there are some webs with like free mind maps that you can use it to see what you are and what you want, these emotional cartographies and the cartographies of desire that we have been working on, that will help you to see how is your digital identity. And I will explain 7 reasons why you have to manage your digital identity. First, because you can connect with people and find anyone that you need to find a job or start a business or share knowledge to this teamwork. You have to find the best ones in the field you want to be the best and communicate with them. Remember, in the previous module I asked you to contact someone that knows how to do what you want to do. If you haven't done it, do it right now. Think of someone that is successful in the field you want to be successful. Connect with him or her and ask him, her, all the questions you want, okay? Second, you can be like in a digital world, but it's not a digital world isolated for this real world. It's becoming something very important. But you can be what you say about you, not what others say about you. So you have to be there, because it's a responsibility. You have to control what is your digital identity in internet. Third reason is that you have to talk in internet, because it's the new era, and you have to talk with your own voice and tell your opinion and be an expert in your field. So you will be as a reference, and then if you are there, because most of the people right now are connected to internet, you have to use it as a tool, as a resource to show what you want to do, what you are good at. And because if you are showing that to the world, there will be someone that says, oh, I need that guy because that guy seems to know what he's doing or what she's doing, and then require your services. Fourth, if you are not there, they will find your rivals. That means that if, for example, if you are an architect and you build houses and you are not in the web, then if someone needs to build a house with a specific, as I told you, you have to be a specific, not a generalist. Try to go and he will go and find the competency, and you will lose that opportunity. Fifth, because you can be local, you can be influenced in the global world, in international level, or very local world, connecting with the people you know, and then they with the people they know. Sixth, because you can contact new investors, customers, clients, or collaborators, and they will trust you because you show to the world what you can do. Sometimes we in our office, if we need someone, a product or a company, and we find them or we met in the streets, and we immediately go to the website to see what they do and to see what is the background they have professionally. And if they don't have anything, or the web page doesn't show that they are professionals, we don't trust them. So this is very important, to show what you do and do it in a good way, to show quality. Okay, and the most important thing after all this is this number 7th reason, is like free of charge, because you can use a lot of tools in internet that you don't have to spend money on them. You can, Facebook is for free, Google Plus, YouTube, all of the resources are for free, Pinterest, and there are many different networks, Twitter, Instagram, WordPress, that you can use. It takes time, it takes an effort. You can delegate to someone, or you can do it on your own, but you don't have to pay specifically for them if you don't have the resources right now. So you have to now think about the digital strategy you are going to do to implement your digital identity and how you are going to do it. Here I added more things related to digital identity that are like professional, like SEO, SEM, inbound marketing, affiliate marketing, that we are not going to deepen further in this course, but you can find like those keywords to find them further on if you are interested in this. The third thing we are going to talk right now is fundraising. So anything that we are going to do, we need money, or we need resources for it. Even if we are going to settle an ONG thing and we don't need money, that you will need money to implement your project. Or if you are going to give a product but you don't need the money, maybe just the costs must be funded. And there are a lot of ways for fundraising. You can find thousands in the internet. I'm sure you know a lot. This is something funny. I found it because it's like fundraising for it was like school parties. So they made like a yogathon, a JoJo competition, or an auction, or bingo, and this is something like related to entertaining. But we have this crowdsourcing landscape, this crowdfunding, that you have a lot of people that will help you to crowdfund your business or your academic contribution to the world, because you can also make up a MOOC, or some people just want to teach to someone and they open a YouTube channel and they upload a lot of videos in internet, and at the end they get their reward because they are giving something for free to the world, their knowledge, and then their reward comes, and after a lot of visits YouTube pays them. So it's something you can do if you want to make a living from your academic thing and teaching, or the product, of course, or a business, of course. And there are like these crowdsourcing that you can make for like an ONG or crowdfunding. That, for example, I help a musician that wanted to record music, a disc, and he didn't find money, so you give some money and afterwards he will reward you with the music in MP3 or a concert in your home, depending on how much you pay. So you get something in return. So this crowdsourcing, if you give your money and you don't give anything in return for NGO things. If you have something in return, it's crowdfunding. And then there's also crowd lending for investors, that they give you money, you sell your product, they give you money, and then you will give back to them money with some things. So there are many different webs that you can find in here about crowdsourcing, like Kickstarter, my major company, or there's a lot. So the task during, well, what a minute. I forgot to add something here, but the task for this week is you have to make an elevator pitch and build up your digital identity and sell your idea of a design product, MOOC course, entrepreneurial business or idea in 30 seconds. And go for it.